Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through the ingredients. I've got a kilo of pork, some salt, 2 bell peppers. These are large peppers and I've just cut it into half. I had it in my freezer from the previous meal that I made, so I'm just going to add that, and alongside with that I'm going to add some Scotch bonnet chili. I love the food spicy. Garlic paste, onions, tomato and vegetable oil to make the sauce, and not to forget Maggi cubes. I'll go through the measurements throughout the video and I'll also leave it under the description bar below. Let's start cooking. I've already washed the pork and I'm starting off with the heat on high. Then I'm going to add 600 milliliters of lukewarm water. Then add a tablespoon of garlic paste. Add 2 tablespoons of salt. Then close the lid, reduce the heat to medium, then leave it to boil for 1 hour. After 1 hour, I got rid of the pork stock, as you can see. And then got a bowl of hot water, then add the pork in there and just stir everything together. So basically what I'm trying to do here is get rid of the salt. Remember, I've added 2 tablespoons of salt, so I'm just going to get rid of that harsh taste. So you might be thinking, so why didn't I put less salt when I was boiling it? But when you put less salt, it doesn't really get inside the meat properly as I want it. But trust me, I've done this several times and it just tastes delicious. I'm now going to get rid of the water. So I chopped up the vegetables and I'm now going to make the sauce. With the chili, you don't have to cut it, you can just add it as a whole so it doesn't burst, so it can just give it a nice spicy taste but not too harsh. To make the sauce, I'm starting off with the heat on medium, then add 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. After the oil starts sizzling, I'll then add my ingredients, starting with onions and bell peppers. Then stir everything together for 1 minute. I'm going to add a quarter of chopped tin tomato, which is equivalent to 5 tablespoons of tomatoes. Next, I'm adding 1 Maggi cube, then stir everything up. After stirring everything, I left the sauce for approximately 30 seconds for it to fry. Then add the Makoso and mix everything together. On this stage, what I also do is increase the heat to high and continue to stir for 1 minute. After that, I'll close the lid, reduce the heat to medium and let it steam for about 3 to 5 minutes. Within that time, I'll occasionally shake the pots like this to avoid it from burning. After 3 minutes, I'll remove the lid and stir everything to make sure that it doesn't get stuck on the pot. This is the time where I add the chili. So the reason why I don't add it before, because it gets so intense, so this is the time I normally add it. As I mentioned earlier, you don't have to cut it like this, you can just put it as a whole or don't put it at all, but I love it like this. It's spicy, it just tastes delicious. After stirring everything, let it sit for 1 minute, then add 300 milliliters of water. You can add between 300 to 500. Make it your own, honey, make it your own. But I didn't want to have too much gravy on it, I just wanted to have a little bit of sauce at this time, so that's how much I added. I'm now going to close the lid and leave it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm going to remove the chili out of the pot because this is spicy. You don't want to joke with it because I bit it once before, but that's a different story. So this is completely optional again, so I'm just gonna get rid of those chili because after 5 minutes it gave it that kick that I wanted, so it's time for them to get out of the pot. After getting rid of the chilies, I'll close the lid and leave it to cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, here we go, it's ready. And as far as I'm aware, you can eat this with rice, plantain, fufu, potato and kwanga. Yes. And this is how I served it with fufu. It tastes so delicious. Bon appetit! Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you next week. Bye!